The boy Carcino live and direct. Let's give it to you 100. Jerry Jones, Supreme 1K, what's up? You even on the news channel too. Now Jerry Jones, who demanded his players to stand for the national anthem and support the flag and don't disrespect it, or he threatened to sit them all down. He put all his players in the hot seat for no reason. Why? Because Jerry is an attention whore. No matter how much money he has, he loves the attention more. He wants to be out in the open and in everybody's face. That's Jerry. Jerry can't sit quiet and be the owner just chilling in the box. He's got to do the press conference. He's got to have a radio show. He's got to have everything going on to promote Jerry. He wants everybody to know that I'm Jerry Jones. I go before the Dallas Cowboys. So it's not about the players on the field. It's about me. I'm the constant. Everything goes and stops through me. That's how Jerry runs. These are my boys. Now, Jerry will go to bat for you. He'll defend you in court. And everything else. But here's the thing. When he wanted all the players to come together and drop to a knee and show unison and all that with the players, he used them as a prop. He used them for whatever he wanted to do, without thinking about the players' feelings and being there for his players. Had you noticed, none of his players was ever taking a knee for the anthem anyway. Nobody from the Cowboys was taking a knee. Nobody on the Cowboys was standing up. He didn't have no problem with Zeke dropping to a knee or Dak Prescott throwing up a fist. They could care less. So he didn't even have any problems on Dallas. So for him to come out to make the statement was like, what are you making it for? Nobody on your team is doing anything. So what you making a statement about? Donald, first off, Jerry Jones is a billionaire. A billionaire is not going to be punked by nobody in political office. I'm going to tell you that right now. Billionaires are not going to be punked by anybody in political office. Now, the people in political office could try to make rules that make things uncomfortable for the billionaire, but billionaires normally made their money not off the NFL. They had money before they were billionaires before they got there. Or at least $100 million heirs or whatever, before they came into fortune. So don't think like, oh wow, like man, he had all this money before. Nope. And Jerry's the biggest hypocrite of it all. Because, see, the players is what raised the value up. It was the actual play on the field. As a GM, he's been terrible. As him running the team as general manager and owner of the team, he has ruined it. He has ruined himself. Because he really should have been fired if he was a GM. People was like, Jerry, you got to let go of the reins. He won't let go of the reins. He let his son come in and try to make some decisions because everybody's asking him to get a GM. He wouldn't let Tuna run the team. He won't let nobody run the team. Jerry want to pick the players. That's not going to fly over with these other coaches. Because Jerry's out of touch with who he thinks should be starting. Held on to Tony Romo way too long. And look where you at now. Now here he is talking about we should stand for the flag, for represent the country and the morals. This is the same guy who you see on the thumbnail got a chick down on her knees. He groping some other woman that ain't his wife. 2 of them, but he wants to talk about morals. So which one is it? Is it about morals? Or is it about do as I say? The world's been crazier. Nobody even know who Pence is. Talking about some Pence checked him. Pence, nobody even know who that guy is. Everybody, like I told you, like nobody knows him. They're like, he never gets any press. He never talk. He just sits up there like a mannequin. It's like nobody know who he is. Like, everybody thinks Sean Spicer's vice president. Maybe who's the president? Sean Spicer? No one knows who's running what or who's responsible for who or what name is who because they keep firing people. So when you're firing people, nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's like, is he on the team? Is he not on the team? What's just happened? Oh, they got fired. Who got fired? So-and-so over there. Why? I don't know. They just got fired. So you can't trust Jerry. Can't trust any of these guys. All they are greedy politicians. And everybody's got an agenda and an angle that they're trying to work. And that's it. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all all day. Stop using that analogy. People use that analogy all the time, like, oh, well, they didn't pay slaves, so you can't say it's slavery now. It's modern day slavery. You think just because that they pay you money, what's that supposed to mean? It's still slavery, isn't? Believe me, they just expanded the plantation. You still own it. Believe me. They own everything. So what do you mean? Just because they gave somebody a salary, they gave the slaves room and board and food. So they don't have to pay for those things. So if they gave them money, then give them free room and board, but they still had to come to work every day or get told what to do in order to do these things. They have no ownership. They have no chance of ownership, no chance of entrepreneurship. In 40-something thousand years, we still screaming about who's going to be the first billionaire, who's going to be the first millionaire. We still talking about issues about Dr. Martin Luther King and all these things that they were fighting for 20, 40, 50, 60 years ago. We still fighting for it. How is it that the Jewish people, for the Holocaust that lasted 20 some odd years, how they documented it, they got, what, $12 billion in reparations for what happened? 12 billion? But slavery that happened for 400 years, lost generations, lost basically human genocide of a whole race, of nation of people, built this nation off the sweat of the back of slaves, 400 plus years and no reparations whatsoever. All we got was an apology from the Pope. I'm sorry. We are sorry that happened. So you take it from there. Man, it's nuts, man. I've seen it happen. Like, it gets worse and worse when you start going down that road of thinking like, why this, why that, why that, why this. All I know is focus on the now. People want to live in the past, and they don't want to, because they don't want to look at the future. They want to look at their lives and say, it's too late for me. There's no such thing. Look at the now and deal with the now. Translation, when I say live and deal with the now, they don't want you to learn certain things. There are jobs out there that they have designed and just out there for people who they want to give it to. They want to keep you uninformed, just like they did during slavery. They didn't want you to learn. They didn't want you to read. And right now, they do things to keep you from reading, keep you from learning, and keep you dumbed down. And people just quit. They don't want to do stuff. They just lazy. They don't want to do anything for self. They always want somebody to do something for them, instead of them trying to do it for themselves. So there's plenty of CNC jobs out there. There's plenty of engineering jobs out there. You know, engineering, mathematics, learn it. That's what's controlling the world right now. If you don't learn any of these jobs in these fields that's paying $70,000, $80,000 a year, what are you really doing? Because there's money out there to be made if that's your object of what you want to get hired for. But it's a lot of different things going on in this world that's got a lot of people shook up. As you see, the pay structure is different from same job, same field for African Americans and Caucasians. That's why they ask you on the test, are you black? Are you white? Are you Pacific Islander? Or are you other? They want to know. It's like, well, why do you want to know? Oh, that's for the Census Bureau. Why are you doing the Census Bureau for? What does that even mean? You want to see how many blacks are doing what and how many whites are doing what? That's what you want to know? So it's a game that people play, and they keep saying like, well, why do they keep doing this? Why does this keep happening to us? And that is a question that people have to ask themselves. If they got it so good and they're the top of the chain, why are they worried about the people who don't have anything? Why are they so concerned with stepping down to make sure that we don't have anything? That's something to think about. I'm out. And screw Jerry Jones.